Hi everybody, and welcome to our October newsletter. Thanks so much for checking out the content, and we hope that you found it valuable. A couple things we wanted to talk about in this little video today for you.
The first one being Amendment 2. Now, Amendment 2 is coming up for a vote on the November 6th election, one of several, but this is the most real estate involved one, I believe. And what Amendment 2 says is that they're going to retain the 10% cap on property taxes on non-homesteaded properties. In other words, non-homesteaded properties cannot increase in taxes more than 10% a year. Non-homesteaded properties being vacant land, second homes, which is important to us, investment properties, which are rentals, and commercial properties.
Yes.
So we voted on this 10 years ago and approved it 10 years ago, and now it's up for renewal. So what this vote does is just makes it permanent.
That's right.
Affects over 5 million properties in the state of Florida and limits them only 10% going up.
And according to Florida Tax Watch, they put out a report, I think it was in May, that if Amendment 2 fails, there would be a $700 million tax increase
Oh,
over all these properties.
ouch.
I know, because they'll all be reassessed, at their
Right.
at their current values. So that would hurt. That would hurt a lot of people. If investment properties, if their taxes go up, then of course the property owners are going to have to raise rents.
Pass that right along to the rental people.
Exactly, and our rental market is very strong. And the other part is if the second home
Oh, we don't want,
taxes go up.
we want the second home buyers to keep coming down here and buying property. It's good for our market. for sure.
Exactly. We don't want a whole bunch of them to decide that it's not worth keeping and start flooding the market with second home, properties. So
Right. So, and it does not, and it's not a tax cut,
no,
and it's not a tax increase, and it has no effect on schools
Nope.
or emergency services funding. So, it's just a good thing all the way around.
it
So,
is. It's good for everybody, and we hope that you'll vote yes
That's
on
right.
Amendment 2.
That's right. So, second thing we wanted to visit about is the market. I mean, what's the most frequent question we ever get asked, Lori?
How's the market?
How's the market? So, in a nutshell, inventory's up 18% over this time last year. Median prices have gone down right around 4%.
Gone down.
Gone down 3.9%.
Yep.
Days on market are increasing a little bit, and the market is just kind of shifting to normal. What's normal, Lori?
Well, normal, I think, is only a setting on your dryer, Terry.
Probably.
But seriously, in all seriousness, we haven't actually seen a normal market here in our area for, goodness, like well over a decade. At least probably 2000, 2001.
Oh yeah, at least.
At least. In the early 2000s, of course, everybody knows it was great. The property prices were increasing double digits. It was
30-40% a year.
and it was pretty wonderful. A lot of people made a lot of money, and then we all know that, of course, we had the big foreclosure meltdown. And I think 2009, the Wall Street Journal called Cape Coral a barren wasteland, which was like a knife in my heart.
Right.
But so then the last 8 years or so have been kind of climbing out of that hole, so to speak.
Like 10% a year or so.
10% a year, on average, and that's kind of going away now, folks. The projection that we were just talking about over at our most recent real estate conference was probably only about 2 to 4% a year is what we can expect an increase in property values.
So it's not a crash.
It's not a crash. No, it's not a crash. But it's a stabilizing, it's returning to what a normal, healthy market should be.
So that 10% a year was just pulling us out of a hole and
That's
getting
right.
us back up to normal, and now we're just kind of going to level off.
Right,
Okay.
exactly.
What about interest rates?
Same.
They're coming up too.
Similar with interest rates, of course, coming out of the foreclosure crisis, interest rates were kind of held down artificially low, right around the 3%. A lot of you were lucky enough to get those real low interest rates. And now they're hovering right around 5%. lot of people are holding off on buying because they're nervous about that. And, you know, it definitely hurts your buying power a little bit, but that's a normal interest rate, folks.
They're not going to go back down. We don't think.
No.
Not anytime soon.
Not
anyway.
anytime soon. And my goodness, my interest rate on my first home was 14%.
Oh.
So if you look at it in perspective to that, 5% is a normal interest rate.
Right. So what we have to look forward to from here forward, the best that we can see in our
Crystal
crystal ball,
ball.
yes, is a 2 to 4% increase
Right.
in property values. Interest rates may even come up a little bit higher than what they are now.
Could be.
So don't wait. It's a good time to buy now.
It absolutely is.
And vote yes on Amendment 2.
Yes, please vote yes on Amendment 2.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.